everyone, I'm Shannon Slatton. Thanks for joining us. From local businesses to even local private schools, many places receive loans from the Federal Payroll Protection Program to save jobs during the COVID-19 pandemic. The U.S. Small Business Administration revealed the list on Monday. The loans range from $150,000 to more than $5 million. Loans to Minnesota employers help save more than 700,000 jobs, according to the federal agency. Breck School in Golden Valley was among 9 nonprofits to receive more than $5 million in PPP loans. That helped retain more than 350 school workers, the report shows. Other local companies to receive more than $5 million in PPP funds include a pair of Maple Grove companies, Nortech Systems and Midwest Hardwood Corporation, which allowed both to retain more than 400 workers. Under the law, companies or organizations don't have to pay back the loans as long as certain requirements are met. Meanwhile, our July heat wave continues, which makes things even more challenging for firefighters. Sonia Goins caught up with the Maple Grove fire chief over a difficult ordeal his crews experienced.
I'm Sonia Goins. It's been a busy 48 hours for Maple Grove firefighters. They had 2 service calls, including a 3-alarm fire at this home where they not only had to fight the fire, but extreme heat too. Firefighters were called to a fire near Peony Lane and 92nd Avenue on Saturday at around 11:20 p.m. Officials say fireworks could be to blame.
Started in a trash container on the outside of the house. The trash container caught on fire. Fire spread up the side of the house.
The fire quickly spread, pushing out of the attic and through the roof. Firefighters had to return back to the scene several hours later after the fire rekindled.
Our first crews had to go to an aerial defensive type of attack.
Fire Chief Tim Bush says crews had a tough time dealing with the 90-degree temperatures and high humidity. 3 firefighters were taken to the hospital for heat-related illness.
They went to Maple Grove Hospital where they were checked. There was some dehydration involved. Again, when we're wearing our fire gear, it protects us from the heat, but it also holds in our heat.
And on Sunday at 10:30 in the morning, fire crews were also called out to this fire at a 4-plex in the 9900 block of 106th Place.
It contained the fire to a single unit. We got called early. Homeowner noticed smoke. Able to hit it with a fire extinguisher, which helps slow it down.
Fire investigators are trying to determine a cause. No one was hurt in this fire. For more information on this story, log on to our website, ccxmedia.org. In Maple Grove, Sonia Goins, CCX News.
As people spend more time at home these days, projects around the house began popping up. And for most, a repair project can seem daunting, but that's okay because Hennepin County is continuing its FixIt clinics. The only difference? It's all virtual. The FixIt Clinic offers free guided assistance from volunteers to help fix your broken items. Residents can also learn valuable repair skills. Prior to the COVID-19 pandemic, the in-person event was held once a month. Now that it's virtual, it'll be ongoing.
Just think when you put all the resources into buying something and then all the resources that went into making it, it would be nice if you could use it for as long as possible instead of throwing it away and just buying a new one.
Lowe says you just need to fill out a form online and you'll be connected with a volunteer. She adds that those participating will need something that allows for video conferencing. So far, Lowe says going virtual has had its challenges.
But it just takes a lot more time, and then also the person that we're helping has to have tools available, versus our in-person events, everybody had tools and you just borrow whatever you need. So it's definitely more limiting than our in-person events.
Hennepin County has been offering the virtual FixIt Clinic for about 3 weeks, but Lowe says only a handful of residents have participated. We'll have more information on why you should take up the free offer on our website, ccxmedia.org. Pafu Yang, CCX News.
I'm Eric Nelson for CCX News. Today we are at Mississippi Gateway Regional Park. And you know what? Everybody needs an escape in this COVID-19 pandemic. Things can get monotonous. Well, we found the perfect getaway. And joining us now, Ashley Smith from the Three Rivers Park District. Tell us about the escape room.
Hi, so I'm Ashley and I'm here at Mississippi Gateway Regional Park, and we have an escape room here, except for unlike most escape rooms, it's not actually in a room, it's in the park. So we get to be outside the entire time and have the great outdoors with us. And the story is there's an evil villain who is out to destroy the Mississippi River, and we need your help to save it. And you can only do so by solving a whole bunch of puzzles.
And it's a fabulous setting. You've got the Mississippi
Yes.
River as a backdrop. You've got the woods. You've got the critters out there running around. So it's a great way to be outside, but do something fun.
Yes, exactly. So it's pretty much just a lot of nature-themed puzzles. So not only are you getting to solve a bunch of puzzles, but you also get to learn a little bit about birds and trees and mammals and water quality and all of that kind of stuff too.
Who is this specifically geared towards, Ashley?
Mostly for teens and adults. 13 plus is basically what we're looking for. Anything younger than that, it's probably just really too hard. So you can look at the Three Rivers website, and if you just search for Mississippi Gateway and look for Escape Room Without Walls, that's what it's called. We have some in July and in August, but also you are able to book programs with us. So you just need to call.
Finally, Ashley, with this pandemic, are you seeing big crowds now here at places like Mississippi Gateway Regional Park?
You know, there are definitely a lot of people out in the park enjoying it and walking around. But, you know, it's nice and big and there's still lots of space, so.
Stop on by. It's Mississippi Gateway Regional Park. I'm Eric Nelson in Brooklyn Park for CCX News.
After a few months away because of the COVID-19 pandemic, local high school boys basketball players are getting back into shape in their school gyms with summer sessions. We caught up with the Park Center Pirates as they returned to the court. Outdoor sports started up, and now basketball players are making their return to gyms, like the Park Center boys.
It's been fun, you know. Haven't really been able to start like playing yet, but just getting shots up in the gym and, you know, being with your teammates again, it feels nice.
We were really disappointed with the season ending early because of COVID and like not being able to get in the gym for a couple months. So I feel like, well, really excited to get back in the gym and see each other. So it's been really fun.
The physical part of the game and getting exercise is important, but this is also much needed mentally.
Yeah, with everything going on, I feel like it's good to have a place where you can just like clear your mind about like all the bad things that are going, the viruses, about the police and stuff like that. Coming in the gym can help you clear your mind and stuff, so yeah.
COVID-19 related restrictions are still in place, but more game-like activities and scrimmaging is now allowed as the calendar turns to July. It's a balancing act.
It wasn't really hard, it was just like different because, you know, we're all just used to like, I don't know, passing the ball together, and then like the first day we came back, we all had to bring our own ball and stuff like that. We had to stay 6 feet apart at all times, so I wouldn't say it's hard, it's just been really different.
It's been hard. It's been hard for everyone, right? I mean, and I think there's a lot of things that you got to consider when you start getting back into the gym. They just think, you know, this COVID-19 thing doesn't really apply to me. I'm young, I'm healthy, I'm fine, right? But there's other things that you have to consider. So we've been doing a lot of just teaching and talking and, you know, screening kids before they come in. Hey, how are you doing? How's your family doing?
Park Center was a possible state contender in Class 4A last season, but they didn't get to play their section final game to qualify for a state tournament that was ultimately canceled anyway. This summer is vital to keep the momentum in the program going.
Because the way we ended last season, it was very sad. So, you know, we have something to prove, you know, because everybody does think we're not going to be as good since we lost Dane and all of our seniors. So, you know, we got something to prove this year. So.
The Pirates aren't in mid-season form just yet, but being back on the court is enough for now. All 6 of Park Center's seniors who graduated this year are going on to play college basketball. Watch for that story in the next week on CCX Sports. While many summer vacation plans have been altered by the pandemic, this hot summer period can be a very good time for catching fish. Pro angler Terry Tuma explains in his weekly CCX fishing tip.
Right now, and in the next couple of weeks, we're going to be entering the summer peak of open water fishing, that calendar period. But at the beginning of that summer peak, which is going to be about a 1 to 2 week time frame, is big fish time. These fish are not scattered like they would in the post-spawn period. They're going to be much more aggressive. They're sort of, shall we say, coming out of this ritual of spawning, they're going to be really feeding extremely heavy. In fact, I call it feeding bag time. Now, what we need to understand here is that it's going to apply to muskies, northern pike, walleyes and bass, and crappies and sunfish. So here again is use baits and lures that are going to be much more, shall we say, aggressive, maybe even larger, maybe faster methods, if you will, presentations, techniques, and then concentrate on areas where these fish are going to be, say at home, they're going to move up to these flats where there's a lot of food. But it's great time to catch these big trophy fish. Always remember though, make sure that you pick out a lake that has big fish. You're not going to catch any big fish on a lake that doesn't have any. Keep that in mind, you'll be very successful. Very few people address this time frame.
Thanks, Terry. Catch Terry Tuma's tips each week through the summer here on CCX. That's all for sports. I'm Jay Wilcox.
Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.